Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Josh right here back again with another video on Let's Talk Sports. And as you can see behind me on that table, I have the mini helmets out of all the NFL teams, which means only one thing. It means we are redoing the mini helmet NFL bracket tournament. For those of you who don't know, that is my most popular video. Happens to be my NFL mini helmets bracket that I did, where pretty much I take two NFL helmets, I slide them across the table, and whoever won the tournament, well, that was whoever won. And I decided, you know what, since it's my most popular video, why don't I bring it back? And that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys did, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, if you enjoy the content. If you guys want me to bring back another mini helmet race, I most likely will do it. And with that said, I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to show you guys the bracket real quick before we begin playing, and we're going to hop right into it. All right, as you guys can see, I have all of the mini helmets, or all of the helmets, all lined up on this table. I have it all lined up. I have all the AFC teams right here, and I have all the NFC teams all the way down here. And also, don't mind the mess behind me. My room is not super messy, but it's not the cleanest either. So as you can see, I have the bracket set up here on a notepad. As you can see, we are going to go through the matchups. So as you can see on the AFC, we have the Patriots playing the Baltimore Ravens. We have the Los Angeles Chargers going to Buffalo playing the Bills. Titans versus Chiefs. Jets and Texans. Denver Broncos, Cleveland Browns. Las Vegas Raiders playing the Dolphins. We have the Colts playing the Steelers. And the Bengals playing the Jags. So as you guys could not tell, I have this set up by like seeding. So like the Ravens were number 1 seed last year and the Patriots were a 16 seed. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did it based off of for this time. Last time I did it, it was based off like division rivals, I think. If you guys watched the old video first, link is in the description, but watch that first and then come back here and you guys can probably understand. So anyway, NFC is the 49ers playing the Carolina Panthers. Then you got the Dallas Cowboys playing the Arizona Cardinals, Detroit Lions and Washington Commanders. We have the Buccaneers playing the Giants, the Eagles playing the Falcons. I almost said Phillies versus Braves, but no, this is a different sport. Philadelphia Eagles, Atlanta Falcons. Then we got the Rams playing the Chicago Bears. Then we have a division rival between the Packers and Vikings. And then we have the Seahawks playing the New Orleans Saints. So with that out of the way, let's get into the introduction. Or with that, introductions are out of the way, let's get into the tournament, shall we? Alrighty, so our first matchup of the NFL mini helmet tournament has begun. We have the Baltimore Ravens taking on my favorite team, the New England Patriots. And I had to re-watch the old mini helmet video for kind of help for this video, because I didn't really remember the rules. I remembered like whoever made it the farthest on the table ended up winning, and then if they were knocked off the table, then I think that counted as a win too. So yeah, I had to remember that real quick. Let's begin. So the Ravens will go first. There go the Ravens. And looks like the Ravens will move on. The Patriots interfered with the Ravens helmet, so it'll be the Ravens. Moving on, they will play either the Bills or the Chargers. Luckily, though, if you're a Patriots fan, if you watched the old video, you'll know the Patriots actually made it pretty far in the last video. But so as you can see, the Ravens move on, and now it's the battle of the white helmets. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Los Angeles Chargers, or San Diego Chargers, or whatever you want to call them, or Justin Herbert's team, whatever you want to call them. All right, so Chargers will go first. On your mark, get set, go. And I did not mean to do that to the Bills helmet. It interfered with my bracelets there. But we're going to redo that for the Bills. So the Chargers are down. And it looks like the Bills beat the Chargers. They will play the Ravens in round number 2. Next matchup in store, we have the Tennessee Titans going into Arrowhead to play Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, the Swifties, and all of them in Arrowhead, and the Chiefs. All right, so there go the Chiefs. And it looks like the Titans hit the Chiefs' helmet, and I think that means the Chiefs win. Next up, we have Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets heading into Houston to play C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. Can you believe it? After C.J. Stroud's rookie season, people are already calling him the greatest quarterback in Texans history. I don't know. What do you guys think? There goes the Texans. Here come the Jets. And it looks like the Texans' fun comes to a close. The New York Jets advance, and they will play the Chiefs in round number 2. Half of the AFC is already eliminated. Next round we have is the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. So here we go. There go the Broncos. Here come the Browns. They ended up winning the last mini helmet video, and they have a chance to do so again because they just beat the Denver Broncos. Alrighty, next round is the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. If you guys hear noise in the background, my grandparents are watching a movie. They like to have the speakers on full blast, so yeah, that's what you guys are probably hearing. There we go, the Dolphins and the Raiders. Oh man, this was close, and it looks like the Dolphins edge out the Raiders, and they will move on to the next round. Sorry, Raiders fans. We have 2 more matchups in the AFC, and we've got this one coming up. We have the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. My Colts helmet has been through a bunch. I'm not sure what that is, like red paint or something. I don't know. This Colts helmet's been through quite a bit. But here come the Colts. Oh, that was not very good. Sorry, Colts, which means the Steelers are moving on. As you can see, there's the Steelers helmet right there. Beats the Colts by a landslide. And we have our last matchup in the AFC, the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. There goes the Bengals and Joe Burrow. And here comes Trevor Lawrence, who just got a big fat contract with Jacksonville. And it looks like the Cincinnati Bengals move on. The Bengals win the battle of the kitty cat. Alrighty, now we're making the switch over to the NFC. We have the Carolina Panthers, who are the worst team in football last year, going up against the best team in football last year, the San Francisco 49ers. Well, the 49ers just knocked themselves off the table, which means, yeah, I think that means the 49ers win. Sorry, Panthers fans. Huge shout-outs to my good friend Jay in the Bay. For those of you who don't know, he covers the San Francisco 49ers on YouTube. Pretty cool guy. Put a link to his channel in the description. That way you guys can go give him some love. Next up, we have Jay in the Bay's division rival, Arizona Cardinals, going up against a longtime nemesis of the 49ers, the Dallas Cowboys. There we go, the Cowboys. And the Cardinals. Did the Cardinals really just beat the Cowboys? Ooh, this is tough. You know what? We're probably gonna have to redo that one because it was really close. I can't really tell. Looks like we're gonna have to do this again. I believe the Cardinals had a close call like this in the last video. So Cowboys go, and here come the Cardinals, and they slide past the Cowboys helmet, and that means the Arizona Cardinals have upset the Dallas Cowboys. All right, next up we have the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. Yes, I know that's a Redskins helmet, but I don't have a Washington Commanders helmet, mini helmet. I don't know if they've ever made a Commanders helmet, but we'll just go with this one because why not? Here come the Lions. They knocked off the table, and Washington stays on the table. However, because the Lions knocked off the table, that means the Lions move on. The next matchup we have is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Giants. Shout out to my good friend Prince Stupidity. He's a huge New York Giants fan. So let's see real quick who wins this round. There go the Bucs. They almost knocked off the table. And there go the Giants. And it looks like the Buccaneers will move on. Sorry, Giants fans. If this video gets 25 likes, I promise you we will bring back the mini helmet races again. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. There go the Eagles. And the Falcons knock off the table, which means the Atlanta Falcons are moving on. And there's the helmet right here. So I'm keeping all of the eliminated mini helmets right here. And I just realized we just eliminated the entire NFC East and the Carolina Panthers. Next up, we have a pretty good matchup ahead. We have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. The Rams used to be known as the St. Louis Rams, and the Chicago Bears. The Rams, the Bears, and the Indianapolis Colts at one point were the three closest NFL teams to me. Fun fact. There go the Rams. And the Chicago Bears knock off of the table. And you know what that means? That means the Bears are winner, winner, chicken dinner. Next matchup we have is Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings. Let's see if that Vikings offense can power through Green Bay. Oh, Packers just knocked themselves off the table. And the Vikings, well, man, I think this is the third time in a row a team knocked themselves off the table. And the last matchup we have for round one, we have the New Orleans Saints heading into Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks. There go the Seahawks. And the New Orleans Saints upset the Seahawks, and they're moving on to round number 2 to take on the Green Bay Packers. So here is an update of the bracket for you guys. As you can see, we're moving on to round 2. In the AFC, we have the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. The New York Jets playing the Kansas City Chiefs. The Dolphins playing the Browns. And the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then on the NFC side, we have the San Francisco 49ers playing the Arizona Cardinals. The Detroit Lions taking on the Buccaneers. Bears and Atlanta Falcons. And the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And the entire NFC East is literally watching from the couch. Our first round 2 matchup, we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see how this goes. There go the Bills. And, ooh, the Ravens have interfered with the Bills' helmet. And they both ended up pretty identical to each other, which means this may be we may have to do this again. All right. Looks like we got to try this again. There go the Bills. And there go the Ravens. Looking up this time. And as you can see, the Baltimore Ravens edge out the Buffalo Bills. And they're making a trip to Arrowhead. Or the Chiefs are to either Arrowhead or MetLife. As I was trying to say, it looks like the Ravens will make a trip to either MetLife and play the Jets, or they'll go to Arrowhead and play the Chiefs. Well, I guess the Jets would have to go to Baltimore, I guess, in this situation. And, ooh, the Chiefs almost knocked off the table. So in a situation like this, if the Jets hit the Chiefs helmet, it means the Chiefs will move on. But either way, let's see what happens here with the Jets. And they knock off the table, and that means the Jets have survived another round. So it looks like that the Ravens are going to cancel their trip to Arrowhead after all, and the Jets will go to Baltimore and play the Ravens. Next round, give me the Miami Dolphins. Give me the Cleveland Browns. Whoops. Give me the Browns. The defending mini helmet champions, Cleveland Browns. There go the Browns. Oh, they just knocked themselves off the table. And the Dolphins did too, which means we're going to have to redo it. Looks like we're going to have to redo that again, shall we? There go the Browns. And that was weak. I'm sorry, but it looks like the Browns are moving on. That was a very weak throw from my end. But it looks like the Browns will move on. Seems to me that the Browns and Jets are really overstaying their welcome. But let's see what goes on between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. There go the Steelers. And the Bengals knock off the table, which means they are making a trip to Cleveland. Alrighty, next matchup, moving over to the NFC. Arizona Cardinals, who upset the Dallas Cowboys in round one, will play the 49ers, who beat the Panthers in their first round. 49ers knocked off the table, and the Cardinals knock off the table too, which means we may have to redo this once more. Arizona Cardinals really want to try and beat the 49ers, I see. There go the 49ers. And, well, the Cardinals, they hit the 49ers helmet. The helmet tips over, but the 49ers still end up being a little closer to Arizona, which means, sorry, Cardinals fans, looks like you guys aren't going to have a long run in this tournament. So 49ers move on, and they will play Tampa Bay or Detroit. Let me know in the comments section down below how far your team ended up making, or if your team is still in the tournament. So it looks like we got a rematch from the playoffs on our hands. We have the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the winner will go and play the 49ers. There go the Lions. And it looks like the Bucs get revenge on the Detroit Lions, and they will move on, and they're going to go to San Francisco. Man, I think that means all of my silver helmets have gotten eliminated. But we got the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And then we have one more round two matchup with the Packers and Saints. As you can see, those helmets over there. There goes the Falcons, and the Chicago Bears knocked themselves off the table, and they're going to play either Green Bay or New Orleans. We have our third NFC North versus NFC South matchup on our hands. First, we saw the Bears, or the Lions and Buccaneers. We saw the Bears and Falcons, and now we see the New Orleans Saints take on the Green Bay Packers. There goes Green Bay and the Saints. Let's see real quick. Did the Saints end up winning that? Let's see. It is really, really close. It's very close. Let's see if we can get a better look from like under here. I think the Packers ended up winning that. I think we're going to have to redo this. I'm sorry, guys. You guys in the comments can fight over who ended up winning that round, as well as the other close matchups that we had. So here goes the Packers. Here come the Saints. And that's a clear winner chicken dinner. The New Orleans Saints are going to go play the Bears in the final 8. Taking a look at the updated bracket, we have the Baltimore Ravens playing the New York Jets, the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals, and the NFC, San Francisco 49ers playing Tampa Bay, and the Chicago Bears playing New Orleans Saints in the Elite. Alrighty, let's kick things off. Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Or, this could be Zach Wilson or Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, Chad Pennington even against the Ravens. There go the Ravens. And the New York Jets are really overstaying their welcome. They upset the Ravens, and they will play Cleveland or Cincinnati in the AFC Championship game. Next matchup we have is the Cincinnati Bengals and the defending mini helmet champion Cleveland Browns. So, Battle of Ohio. There go the Browns. And the Bengals knocked themselves off the table too, which means it's time for a redo. Let's try this again, shall we? There go the Browns. And there go the Bengals. And they have been eliminated because the Cleveland Browns ended up winning by just a teensy smidge. If you asked me at the beginning of this mini helmet tournament today if the Jets and Browns were going to be in the AFC Championship game, I would not really be surprised. I would be surprised, but not really. I mean, this is a mini helmet race. It's kind of like NFL imperialism. It's full of lots of wacky and crazy surprises. So we got the 49ers and the Buccaneers. Let's see who goes to the NFC Championship game. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come into San Francisco. They upset the Niners. And they're going to play either the Saints or the Bears. Alrighty, here is the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Winner is going to Tampa. There go the Bears. And there goes the Saints. This is close. And I think that's the Bears. Yeah, I think the Bears won this one. Yep, I think that's the Bears. So I guess that means they're going to go play the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game. So we have the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns in the AFC Championship game. And in the NFC, we have the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's see who moves on to the mini helmet Super Bowl. And the Browns just knocked themselves off the table. And the Jets want to take this into overtime. Alrighty, let's try this again. There go the Browns. And the New York Jets are moving on to the mini helmet Super Bowl. They upset the defending champs. One more matchup on our hands is the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner will go play the Jets. There go the Bears. And it will be the Bears playing the New York Jets in the mini helmet Super Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, I never thought I'd say this before in my entire life, but the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets are meeting up for the mini helmet championship game. Let me know in the comments below who do you think is going to win, the Jets or the Bears. There go the Bears. They just knocked themselves off the table. And once again, we may have to go into overtime because both teams, I guess, really want to win. And if you can see where they are, where they landed, right here. Let's try this one more time. There go the Jets. They knocked themselves off the table. And the Bears fell short, which means the New York Jets are mini helmet champions. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I never thought I'd say this before in my entire life. Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, and the New York Jets have won the mini helmet championship game. They beat the Chicago Bears. Congrats to the Jets. If you're a Jets fan, let me know in the comments below. Congrats, your team just won. And as for the Bears, for the other 31 teams, there's always next year. But this season, the mini helmet championship goes to the Jets. And that's going to do for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Leave a like on this video. It's the best way to show some support. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, if you enjoy the content. If you guys want to see another mini helmet and bracket video come out, give this video 20 likes and we will 100% bring it back. And that's all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. This was a lot of fun to film. Hopefully you guys had a lot of fun watching it. And once again, congrats to the Jets for winning the whole gosh forsaking thing.